I'm back.
Everything should be working now. At least I hope. Make sure you have your spelling notebook and your MyView green book for reading.
Oh, yeah, yours just logged on.
Wait, is it okay? It's red.
Tell her that you just
What?
scraped.
Oh, Yoda, baby Yoda.
Make sure you have this green book. We haven't
I
used
saw Baby Yoda.
MyView. And your spelling notebook. So we're going to start with spelling.
Got them.
And your green book.
Yes.
Your reading green book and your spelling notebook you need right now. We're going to start with spelling first.
Okay, what do we have to do on our spelling?
We're going to do spelling words. You have spelling words.
We do?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you're not. This week is stretched over 2 weeks, so we're gonna cover stuff this week and next week instead of
Why?
just this week. So next week, I think maybe you'd have your spelling test. It wouldn't be this week. That I know. So give everybody a couple minutes, and then we're gonna start with spelling. Oh, there's canvas on there now. What? It's crazy.
This is not upset. Well,
Oh, and make sure if you're gonna use a highlighter, make sure you have a yellow highlighter or yellow crayon.
It's like when you
I think we're gonna start. Hey, I'll make sure your video's on. You're upside down, Chloe, just to let you know. I don't know how that's gonna affect you, but where's my spelling? No, where's my spelling paper? I'm gonna freak out if I can't find my spelling paper. Oh, okay. I was gonna play the video, but for y'all to see, but I don't think I'm gonna do it like that. Never mind. Okay, everybody has their spelling notebook?
gravity in my
This one?
Mrs. Hernandez.
Yes.
What are the words?
Hold on, I haven't gotten there yet. I was gonna play the video, but I can't play the video and go back.
You can play the video.
I could play the video, but I'm not gonna go. I guess I could and just not write them for you.
Why?
I was thinking if I was gonna play the video or not. I guess I could play the
No,
video.
not you, Mr. Hernandez. Randy. He said no.
Miss, I was having trouble with the computer.
Okay, get your come on, your spelling notebook,
Liar.
your reading.
Liar.
I'll play the video. We can see the video.
Randy, I think you're lying.
Everybody mute yourself so we can watch this video. So I'll play the spelling video for y'all today, but tomorrow I'll probably do it myself. So, we ready?
Hello, and welcome to 4th grade Phoning, Graphing, Mapping, Unit 1.1, Day 1. You will need to get your spelling notebook, a pencil, and a yellow crayon. So please get those supplies ready and let's get started.
Yeah, I'm doing it with y'all. So.
Today we will be looking at the first 10 of your spelling words. We will be segmenting those words into the phonemes that you hear. This week, we'll be working on suffixes in our spelling words. We add a suffix to a word to change the way the word is used.
Oh, that's what I was going to do.
This week, we will look at the suffixes ed, ing, and s.
So make sure you put that up top. I was going to show you on video. Prefixes and suffixes. Hold on, before we go on, I meant to show the video first of what a prefix and a suffix is, because one goes in front of a word and one goes behind. Sorry, I forgot to show this video. That's what I meant. Then we'll go back to the spelling.
What fits before the root of the word, before the word is heard? That's a prefix, there it sits. Once it becomes applied, the word is modified. Like this, discover, triangle, submarine, subterranean, in some way. Now that the word has changed, there will be something new for us to say. Can you read what fits after the word, after the word is heard? That's a where it sits. Once it becomes applied, the word is modified. Like full eventful in beginning, mess, happiness, thoughtfulness, goodness, and kindness. Now that the word has changed, there will be something new for us to say. Rules of few prefixes just for you. Empty counter, helper, or to Sally, just to name a few. Now then we know what suffixes do. Each and every able cries will help you too. And it's true, some words have two. Reconstruction, disagreement, unlikely reaction. Now the words have changed. There will be something new for us to say. Now the words have changed. There will be something new for us to say. Words have changed. There will be something new for us to say.
Prefixes go on the front of the word and suffixes go on the back of the words. So, Azu, I think, is it Azu or is it Azu? Which one is it?
Azu.
Azu, okay, yeah. We're working out of our spelling notebook and then our reading book. Right now we're working on our spelling, okay? I think you came in a little late. So we're gonna start with our spelling words, but I wanted to show that video. So yeah, prefixes go in the front of the word, and suffixes, like we're going over today, ed, ing, and s go at the end of a word, changing the words or talking about the words. Let me see.
These
Okay, here we
suffixes, ed, ing, and s, are added to verbs to tell us when something is happening. We will also use the suffixes er and est. These two suffixes we add to adjectives to allow us to compare different things. So after we spell each spelling word, we will look to see which suffix is present, and we will circle it or highlight it with our yellow crayon. Let's begin with our first word. The word is crying. Say the word crying.
So crying, I-N-G. Let's see if there's 5 in there.
Let's put one dot into a grid square for each sound or phoneme that we hear. K, R, I, E, ng. Touch each dot and say each sound with me. K, R, I, E, ng. Do you hear 5 phonemes in the word crying? What's the first sound in the word crying? K. Write a C, the hard C sound under the first dot. What's the second sound we hear in the word? R. R. Which is one by little R. Write an R under the second dot. What's the next sound we hear? I.
So is it an I or a Y? Who wants to give it a try?
Y.
Y, let's see.
The long I sound is spelled in this word with the letter Y.
Good job.
Write a letter Y in the third box. What's the next sound we hear? E. E in this word is spelled with the letter I. Write an I. And what's the last sound in the word?
Ing.
Ng is spelled with 2 letters, N, G. Write the NG in the last box.
Okay, remember, y'all are doing this together with her. I'm doing it too with y'all, just so you know. You might do a few with her, and then I'll do a few.
Say each phoneme with me. K, R, I, E, ng. How many phonemes are in this word? 5. How do you say the word? Crying. Good. Let's mark the suffix we see at the end with our yellow. So take your yellow and highlight the ing. And let's write the word again at the end of our line. C, R, Y, I, N, G. Crying. Let's move on to the next word. Our next word is cried. Say the word cried. Now, put a dot in each box where you hear a sound, when you hear a sound in the word cried. R, I, D. Cried. Good. How many phonemes are in the word cried? 4. Good. What's the first phoneme we hear in the word cried? The hard C sound. Write a C under the first dot. What's the second sound? Is represented with letter I. What's the fourth sound we hear? I. I in this word we spell with a long letter I. And the last sound we hear in the word is D.
How do you spell duh? Or not duh, but like duh. Cried.
E-D.
E-D, and that's going to be your
E-D.
Yeah, good job.
D. And this word is spelled with the suffix D. We put the ed together because in this word, ed spells just the sound d. And we changed the y to I because our suffix started with a vowel, e. So we had to change the y to I, from crying to cried. Okay, what's the suffix we see again? Ed. So take your yellow and highlight the ed. Good. And let's write the word cried at the end of our line. C-R-I-E-D.
If you don't have a pencil, you can just box it in like she did. Or I'm sorry, not a pencil. If you have if you're using a pencil, you can box it in just like she did.
Cried. Good. Make the sounds in the word cried for me. K-R-I-D. How many phonemes did we have? 4. Good. What's our word? Cried. Good. On to the third word. Our next word is a different form from the first two with the same base word. Our word is cries. Say the word. Cries. Good. Touch and put a dot in each box for the sounds you hear. K, I, Z. K, I, Z. How many phonemes do we hear in the word cries? 4. Good. What's the first phoneme we hear in the word cries? K. K is spelled with the hard C sound. Write a C under the first dot. What's the second sound we hear in the word? Is represented by letter R. Write an R under the second dot. What's the next sound we hear in cries? I. I is spelled with the long I sound. Write the I under the third dot. And what's the last sound we hear? Z. In this word, Z is spelled with E-S. In this word, we add an ES for the suffix instead of just an S because we had to change our Y to I. So what's the suffix we hear? ES. We're going to box it with our yellow. Good. And now we're going to write the word at the end of the line. C-R-I-E-S. Cries. Now, make each phoneme sound with me. K-R-I-Z. Cries. How many phonemes is that? 4. Good. Repeat the word after me. Cries. Our next word today is the word shipped. Say the word shipped. Now let's sound out the word in each phoneme and draw a dot in each box as we make the sounds in the word. Sh, it, p, shipped. Sh, it, p, t. How many phonemes are in the word shipped? 4. Good. Now let's what's the first sound that we hear in the word shipped? Sh. Good. Sh is made by the two letters SH. The digraph SH makes one sound sh. Write SH under the first dot. What's the second sound we hear in the word? It. Good. We're going to write letter I for short I sound, it. What's the third sound we hear in the word? P. Good. P is represented by letter P.
Is it 1P or 2P in shipped?
2P.
Yeah.
And in this word, we're going to put 2 P's because our word is a 1-1-1 word, which means the word ship has 1 syllable, 1 vowel, and 1 consonant. So when we add a vowel suffix, we have to double our P's. And the last sound we hear is T. Now, T is usually spelled with a T, but this time it's our suffix sound, E-D. E-D, the suffix E-D can make 3 different sounds at the end of the word. It can say ed, It can say d like it did in cried, or it can say t like it did in shipped. Now take your yellow and highlight the suffix ed in the word shipped. And let's write the word at the end of the line. S-H-I-P-P-E-D, shipped. Now touch each phoneme and sound the word out again with me. Sh-I-P-T, shipped. How many phonemes did we hear in the word? 4. Say the word again, shipped. The fifth word in our list is the word shipping. Say the word with me, shipping. Good. Now let's touch and put a dot in each box for each phoneme that you hear in the word shipping. Sh. Sorry. Sh. I. P. E. Ng. Shipping. How many phonemes did we hear in the word shipping? 5. Good. Now let's spell and put the letters under each dot that in our word. So what's the first sound we hear in shipping? Sh. Remember that's our digraph. SH spells the sh sound. The second sound we hear in the word is I. I is spelled short I vowel. Spell it with an I. What's the third sound in the word? P. Just like we did with shipped, we're going to spell our P with 2 P's because the word ship has 1 syllable, 1 vowel, and 1 consonant. Next, we hear E, which E is spelled with letter I as part of the suffix ing. And what's the last sound we hear in the word? Ng. Ng is spelled with the 2 letters N, G. Okay. What's the suffix we see in the word shipping? Highlight it with your yellow. ing, ing. And go to the end and write the word shipping. S-H-I-P-P-I-N-G. Shipping. Touch and sound out each phoneme that you hear in the word. Sh, I, P, E, ng. Shipping. How many phonemes are in the word? 5. Say the word shipping. Great. Our next.
Okay, I'm gonna do the rest of these because I like doing these. Let me share with y'all. My screen. Ooh, normally we'll go way faster than that with spelling. Because normally we would do 20 in a week. Not just, see, I was doing it wrong. Okay, our next word is tagged. How many names do we hear in tagged? Like he was tagged out. How many? How many? I think Natalie said 4. I couldn't hear. So 1, 2, 3, tagged. So that's T, A, G. How many G's do we have in tagged?
Mr. Hernandez? What?
Who was that? Vida, was that you?
Yes. What are the words again? I just came back from my mom calling me.
From what?
I said, what were the words again? My mom just came back from calling me.
You missed all of these words?
Yeah, because my mom's calling me.
Okay. So make sure you come back quickly because you're in school. You missed all of these words.
What about, I think we can put the word tagged,
Yeah, tag.
ed.
And then our suffix is ed. Oh,
It's exactly what I said.
yeah. I like that. We have scarier, like the yellow house was scarier than the red house. Scarier. How many phonemes do you hear in scarier? Sk, e, er. Scarier. How many phonemes do you hear in scarier? Come on, guys, wake up. We're going to be doing this every Monday and Tuesday. It's going to be regular. Except next week. We're doing it. Yeah, I think next week. We're using the same one. Scarier. How many phonemes are in scarier? K, u, e, er. How many do we hear?
Wait, you forgot something about tag.
Oh,
You forgot to put it. You forgot to write it on the other side.
my bad. Scarier. How many? U, e, er. How many did I count out?
5.
Not 5. There's 6. Scarier. So S, C, F, E, er. Oh, it's our first ER ending. Scarier. First. I don't think you mentioned this earlier, but when you're comparing things, you're going to use the suffixes ER or EST. And then when you're talking about what's happening, you're going to use ED, IN. Was I supposed to put ING? ING. INS. So scarier. What about scariest? How many phonemes or sounds do you hear in scariest? That one has a lot. I'm going to tell you that right now. S, E, 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 S. There's a lot. Okay. If you're going to use your arm, you would be doing a lot of them. I would need a longer arm. I guess I'd have to start up here, so it'd be scariest. There'd be 8. That would be a long one for my little arm to do. Probably your little arm too. Scary. This one's a unique one because each one of these suffix, each one of those letters has its own box. Scariest. She was the scariest out of the classroom, or out of her friends, I guess. Her scare. Spelling word. What about sadder? She is sadder than her brother. Sadder.
No, that one.
Sadder. Sadder. How many phonemes do you hear in sadder? They're awfully quiet. I gotta wake up. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. I'm guessing you're still writing these? Is that what you're doing? You're still writing these?
I am.
Adrian, was that you?
I already finished it.
Yeah, I'm.
Okay, what are we writing?
We're writing these spelling words.
Okay, but what's the word?
We're on sadder. Like, she is sadder than her brother. Like, up.
Oh, okay.
How many phonemes are in sadder?
I don't have any more space.
Well, how do you not have any more space?
I don't know.
You did something wrong. Because we still have 2 words. You should have enough space for 10 words on this side and then 10 words on that side. We'll make up some squares down here at the bottom. You should have room left. Or Jacob, you can
So
write
just 2 words.
up at the top, like in this space right here that we're not using. Sadder. Sadder. There's 4. Sadder. Sadder. You can also highlight them on this side if you want to. One more spelling word. I'm gonna give y'all a spelling test over these words. Saddest. How many sounds are here in saddest? Phonemes, I guess.
Four?
Keep going. It's higher than that. Saddest.
6.
6. Good job. Saddest. There's supposed to be 2 D's. I know it's kind of hard to see that. Messed it up. Saddest. She was the saddest in the class because they lost the game. That was today. Woo. That was only one part of our reading lesson and it took 30 minutes. Woo. Thumbs up when you're completed that. So every Monday and Tuesday, normally we would go over our spelling words like this. So we would do 10 today and then I think maybe we'll do 10 tomorrow. I'm not sure. I've got it broken up in weird ways. I think we were only supposed to do 5, but I did 10 anyways. Yeah, I think
I think 10 tomorrow would be good, Miss Hernandez.
Huh?
I think 10 tomorrow would be good.
Normally we would do 10, but like I said, it's spread out over, I think we were supposed to do 5 each day, but I did 10 today. We might not have to do spelling tomorrow. We'll review maybe
Are
spelling.
we almost done?
What? With spelling?
I'm
Yeah,
just asking.
we're done with spelling. Yes, that's it. But
Are we almost done with school?
no, school ends at 3 o'clock. Remember, I told you this week we're like learning. We are legit doing reading work now. It's not like we're doing. I wouldn't necessarily. It's not fun, but we're like working out of our books now. So you can expect reading to probably take until 2:30 almost every single day. If not, it's gonna take a while. Okay. Everybody done with your spelling, so I can move that out of the way. Normally we'd go through it a lot faster than that video too. It'd probably be like 10 minutes. Yes, we're good?
Me done. I'm done.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna close it then. So if for some reason you're absent or you come in late or something, you can always go back to those videos and they're in your Canvas and find out what your spelling words are and go in and fill this in. So we'll put that away.
What are we
Next,
supposed to do next?
hold on, Adrian, I'm not there yet. We're in our reading book. Make sure you have this reading book out. It's got a lot of stuff in it. A lot of stuff. We're gonna go over, first of all, we're gonna go over what, I want to go over, I guess I'll go over narrative nonfiction first, and then we'll move on from there. Or maybe I'll go to, let me see. I guess we can do this part. We can start with this right now. So, last week, everybody has this book and can see my screen. You all right? Lost? Can y'all see my screen?
Huh?
Everybody has this green book out right now because we're going to be working in this book probably for the next
Is this the My View book?
Yes, with the horse and the.
Never mind.
It's green on the side. It says My View Literacy Student Edition. It's just like mine. Yes.
Got it.
Okay, I'm waiting for everybody else to use it.
Would be.
Hold on.
There's only 2 hours left until school ends.
Okay. I guess you can fill this in.
Okay, what page?
Hold on. I guess we can start here. We'll start here. Page 11. It looks like this. We'll fill this in together because I don't know. Some of y'all could fill it in differently. Independent reading log. We'll fill this in. What books did we read last week? I already forgot. What books we read last week? I forgot what books we read last week.
School book? Like school books?
Yeah, that we read. I forgot.
What?
I forgot what they're called. Oh, how could that happen? Yeah, what books did we read? Those read-alouds. I forgot.
Well, I'm gonna put the books that I read.
Okay, yeah, you can put the books that you read. I was just gonna put the ones we read. I forgot.
Like you can put First Day Jitters.
Yes, that one. First Day
Bad Case of Stripes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Bad Case of Stripes.
And First Day Jitters.
I gave y'all plenty of time last week to read First Day Jitters. And I guess we can put this one as Monday. I think Monday was the 8/17. I think Bad Case of Stripes. It's 8/17. We read like Thursday. 17, 18, 19, 20. I think it was like 8/20. I don't know how many pages they were, but genre, were they fiction, nonfiction? What were the books we read? Were they fiction or nonfiction? What were those books? Somebody answer. Come on, y'all wake up. Fiction or nonfiction?
Those are all the books we read together.
Yeah, but what were they? Were they fiction or nonfiction?
Well, First Day Jedi's was nonfiction.
Oh, it was real?
Actually, it was
Fiction.
It was
Yes.
fiction.
Fiction.
fiction is not real.
Yes, so First Day Jitters would be fiction. And then Bad Kiss
And
is
Bad Kiss Friends is
It's
nonfiction.
fiction.
fiction. Could somebody?
It's fiction.
Fiction's not real.
Yes.
Nonfiction's real.
Yes. Nonfiction's real. Fiction's not real.
I'm putting all the comic books I read.
Put a couple more of the books that you read. Some of y'all should have plenty because I gave y'all
I read 8.
several days to. And Natalie, you can even put the story you're reading and just put I don't know what page you're on maybe, and then how many minutes, probably like 30 minutes I was giving y'all to read.
Okay.
Okay.
Miss Hernandez,
Yes.
do we fill out the whole page?
Not to fill out the whole page. You can fill out 4 of these, so you can use my 2 and then 2 more you can fill in. Most of y'all had plenty of time to read 2 books last week. I would stop.
Okay.
I would stop like right there, unless you have more. But we're not gonna make this a whole afternoon thing. So if you can put in 2 more books you read last week, perfect. Oh, we read about dinosaurs too.
You are right, Mr.
What, fiction, nonfiction?
Nonfiction. Because dinosaurs were real,
So that
but
one,
they
that one would be nonfiction if we were to fill that one out, the dinosaur book.
yes, it's nonfiction because they are real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And almost all the Tasmanian devils are extinct.
Mm-hmm.
Almost all Tasmanian devils are dead. They're almost all extinct.
They were, I think, millions of years ago, but they got extinct. Oh, wait, how is that? How do we get extinct?
Dinosaurs did exist, but they got extinct.
Wait, how
But
do
that's
we
also what
extinct
that's
because
also
of the
happening to
meteor?
Tasmanian devils.
I
They're
just
getting
want
extinct
to
too.
question how did they get extinct?
All right, let's move on to what we're going to be doing. That, if you want to go back to this in your book, you can always go back and fill in what you're reading. Eventually, if you come back to class, you're going to have those AR folders again, and you're going to have a reading log similar to this one saying, what did you read? And then you're going to put your quiz number, and then I'm going to sign it, the date you read it. But for right now, if you want to fill this in with your books, you're more than welcome to fill that in with your book. Got it? Before we get to that, let's skip over to, let me find that page I was looking for. Not that one. Where's that? Oh, okay. Let me play the video for it, and then I'll find it right now. Stop sharing. Come on. Come on. Hopefully this video works. Not that one. Okay. Let's see. So essential question. Let's see. Oh, it plays it for me.
We put up our mind.
How can a place affect how we live?
Sorry.
Can we put up our my view?
We're still using the My View. We're going to be reading out of this book and using it for the next hour at least. How can a place affect
Okay.
how we live? So, think about where you live and how it can affect you. So maybe the weather, maybe the climate, or I guess it would be the climate. The climate, maybe.
Hurricane Harvey.
Far away or how close you are from the school.
Hurricane Harvey could affect the world 'Cause it's 5 it's a
And
level
it's
5
because it's close to
hurricane.
the water.
Okay, let's see. Yes.
Watch this.
Water.
How can a place affect how we live?
How do you get to school? Do you ride a bike? Do you walk with an adult?
So it's kind of like what Adrian said, like how close you live to the school. Can you ride your bike to school if you're allowed to? Can you walk to school? Some of y'all live a little further away, so you have to ride the bus or you have to get dropped
Live a
off.
little farther away.
A bus.
I'm kind of far from my school.
What if you lived
Me
high
too.
up in the mountains and had to
But
hike
it's still my
down?
district.
So
Can everyone mute their mics?
yeah, everybody mute your mics because there's a lot of background noise. So like if you're living further away from school, you probably have to leave earlier than somebody that lives right across the street. Otherwise, you're going to be late. Same thing if you were to live in the mountains like this picture showing, you would have to leave pretty early to get to school on time, I'm assuming.
Imagine having to take a ferry across a river to get to school every day.
So I don't know, say I lived or I worked like in Port Aransas, but I lived over here, I might have to take a ferry to cross over the water to get to work. Same thing here. Like if I live on the other side of the bridge, I'm gonna have to take the bridge to get over here. And sometimes if there's construction or something, I might have to leave earlier or accidents or something, especially now that they're building that new bridge.
How do you travel to different places in your community?
So whose pencil sharpener is that? Chloe? So how do you travel around in the city, I guess, around, or how do you get around place to places right now? Anybody can answer. Do you walk? Do you bike?
Car?
With a car?
I ride my bike to school.
Tell me all
You just got it good. Do that one good.
I'm in a car. That's how I get to school.
Some of y'all ride it in a car. Some of y'all ride your bike if you live closer. Maybe in the cooler weather, you're going to be riding your bike versus later on. The bus. Some of y'all use the bus. What else? I guess that's it. That's how you would get around. Maybe, yeah, I wouldn't say a skateboard yet or a scooter, but, or you could also get around if you think about downtown, like if you're downtown somewhere and you wanted to get around somewhere but you didn't want to walk a mile, you could rent one of those scooters, right? And get around. Like downtown, like say you were down, I don't know, by the American Bank Center, but you want to walk all the way to
Yeah, those Lime scooters.
yeah, you don't want to walk all the way from the American Bank Center to Whataburger. You might rent one of those scooters if there's nearby to get you there instead of walking the mile and a half it is.
I get drove to school. My mom drives me to school.
So yeah, I get driven to school. So that's that. Oh wait, I was gonna look at something. Is there a page on talking about this? Discovery. And this one. No, I guess that's not part of this. All right. Page 13. Oh, here we go. Page 13. Here we go. We're starting. Let me share my screen with y'all. Page 13. We're going to talk about academic vocabulary. I think this has like links too. That would probably play for me. See it? Page 13. This book has page numbers. Everybody on page 13. This one's hard because y'all don't have dictionaries. Normally I would get a dictionary. You have a cell phone. You can use a dictionary on a cell phone. Going back and grabbing a dictionary.
In the end of the book, there's a dictionary.
Dictionary. I'm glad you noticed that. So let's talk about.
I've been noticed that.
You've noticed that? Good. That's gonna help you later.
Since the first day I got this thing.
Yes, it's full of a bunch of good stuff. Okay, so use these vocabulary words, talk and write about this unit's theme. Networks, contribute, expose, habit, severe, and significant. Turn and talk. Read the vocabulary words and related words in the chart. With a partner, use each newly acquired academic vocabulary word in a sentence to show its relationship to another word or concept. For example, give and contribute are related because giving is one way to contribute. You didn't know that. Giving is one way to contribute. The baseball club needed money for the equipment, so they asked me to contribute. So that's also similar to donate or to assist. I think it wants us to ask for more words, right? Hold on. I think it wants us to find this page, this book. Oh, that's later on. Okay. We're going to use each one of these words in a sentence. So contribute means donate or to assist. Who wants to help me create a sentence with donate? It gave us one earlier, or contribute, sorry.
Donated a amount of money to the charity.
Contribute. So who was that? Let me see. Mariah, was that you?
Yes.
So you said what, Mariah? Repeat it again.
I donated it to the charity.
So instead of saying donated, we can plug in contributed. She could say, I contributed to the charity. Good job, Mariah. That's what you put in over here.
My family donates to the charity.
So you can say my family, I contributed. We added a suffix, contributed to the charity, which means donate. So good job, Mariah. Ooh, exposed. I guess you could use those other words.
I exposed it to the sun. I revealed to him.
So you could use it like that. I'm exposed to the sun, or
something. Oh, but it's trying to say something else.
no, it's exposed. Yeah, it means revealed or unprotected to show, like if you're in the sun, at the water park, you're exposed to the sun.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could put I'm exposed to the sun while at the beach. Yeah. Exposed to the sun while at the beach. Okay, I'll copy that down. It's probably going too fast. So yeah, I am exposed to the sun at the beach. To the sun while at the beach.
Randy, why did you just send 3 slashes?
Look at the next one. So if you finish writing that down. So habits. So usual or practice. So so something that you normally do every day. That's the same every day. Like what time do you wake up every day?
I play on my Switch.
So you could say I have a
I have
habit.
a habit of going to sleep early.
So I think AJ said I have a habit of playing my game every night. So that could be one way. Mariah, was that you?
That was me.
Oh, sorry.
I have a habit of reading.
Jacob says I have a habit of reading before bed. That could be your sentence.
Going to sleep early.
I have a habit of bed early. Yes, that's one.
Or going to sleep late.
Or you could use it saying I have a bad habit of going to sleep late. I like that one.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I have a bad habit of trying to go to sleep early.
Has a bad habit of going to sleep late. So Mariah has a bad habit of going to sleep late.
But not really.
That's not really, but we'll see if that's true or not.
It is.
See?
It's not true. But I don't.
That's not the right academic vocabulary. What? Hold on, let me see this. I'll keep working. Let me see what this says. What? Go over. No, that's not our passage. Our vocabulary word either for the day. That's not. What are those? Okay. The next one, severe, harsh, or serious. Who thinks they have a sentence for severe?
Severe injury.
Sometimes I'm serious to my brother.
Severely ill.
Sometimes I'm serious.
I can't say it right. Ill.
That could be one, yeah. It's a suffix. I like that. Jacob, what'd you say?
I'm serious to my brother.
Not serious, severe, like harsh, severe. It's got a V in it.
I'm severely.
Well, I'm a little bit mean to him and a little bit serious to him.
I have a severe injury.
Oh yeah, there you
I'm
go.
severely ill.
Earlier I had a severe injury on my knee.
Oh, I like that one. And then Mariah said, I am severely ill. So, I have a severe injury.
One time I had a severe injury on my knee. I looked back when I was running in the low run.
Injury. I'm gonna put technical.
Oh.
I have a severe injury to my leg. That's not. What is that? Reading writing bridge. Reading writing bridge. This book is so big. There's so many pages.
I'm finished. Now I thought everything.
Okay, you did the last one too? Significant, important, or relevant? What is a good sentence with the word significant in it?
Significant food.
That means important.
Yep, important or relevant. So let's see.
Important computer. Significant computer?
I think of a sentence. Significant. So.
Because computers are important and breakable, so that's why it's important.
What about significant?
You are significant.
Significant history.
I'm trying to think of a sentence.
Yeah, Adrian is right.
Brain fart.
History is important.
What about the law book that George Washington wrote? Isn't that significant?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a sentence that was significant. So,
What was the book called?
what book? George Washington wrote?
Yeah,
I'd have to look it up.
fine.
We could put the book George Washington wrote is significant to our history, I guess.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. The book. Right, I'm gonna put GW. How about that? I like that. I'll put GW instead of writing out George W or George Washington. The book GW wrote is to our history.
I'm finished.
Okay, we're gonna continue working with these words since we're kind of familiar with what they mean right now. That's why I needed the dictionary. That's why.
Well, you don't really need the dictionary because it
This one,
says
but
it has words that are related to the word.
you might be able to come up with some. We're gonna go to page 39 in a second. There, you might need the dictionary.
39. Boom. I'm already going to 39. 29.
Page 19.
Oh, I was supposed to say that.
And I found an autobiography.
That George was supposed to say that GW wrote is significant to our. Okay. If you
I found an autobiography on page 19.
Oh yeah, Buzz Aldrin. Yeah,
Yeah, it's called Reaching for the Moon.
Buzz Aldrin.
For the moon.
At page 39.
Okay. Are we good with this? Thumbs up if you're good copying this, or
I'm good. What page are we supposed to go to?
39.
yeah, page 39. We're gonna continue with our academic vocabulary. Since it's fresh on our mind instead of skipping around. 39. So much easier in those page numbers. Ooh, so just like we went over with related words. So related words to contribute or donate, or what was it? Assist, or severe was harsh. So we're gonna do a similar thing here. Related words are words that share roots or word parts. These words can have different meanings based on how the word is used, such as explore and explorer. So if you were to explore, that means you're gonna go look out and see what you can find, but you would be called the explorer on that trip. And exploration would be something that you're doing, like another you're looking for. You can learn new words from words. For each sentence, use a print or digital resources such as a dictionary. That's why I said I need a dictionary to find related words. Add an additional related word to each box. I'm going to help you out because I know you don't have dictionaries. If we were here, you'd be using the dictionary. Choose the correct form of the word to complete the sentence. Who thinks they can think of a related word to contribute? So it's going to have contribute. It's going to have this root word in there. So you have contributes, contributed, and then what else? I think some of y'all said it earlier with when y'all were talking about donating. I think you said it earlier. Anybody know? Well, let me help you out with this part. This here, we can figure it out here. I'll put contribution here. I don't have a dictionary. Unless you're using your phone. So contribution. So Mariah made a generous contribution to the charity last year. Or I think AJ said he gave a generous contribution to a charity. So they're all related words. I'm going to go down. Okay. Which one of these words is going to best complete the sentence? She blanked money to her favorite charity this year. She contributes money to her favorite charity. She contributed money to her favorite charity this year. Or she contributions money to her favorite charity this year. I didn't say no.
Contributed.
Contributed. Contributed. Yes. Good job, Adrian. Contributed. So now we're on exposed. Exposed, exposition, or what else? Exposes. Ooh, y'all might not know this one. Which one of these words, expose, exposition, or exposes, goes in here? An explanation in writing is called an...
I think I know it, but I might get it wrong.
Go ahead, try it.
Exposition.
Exposition, yeah. Good job. Exposition, or if you think about the type of writing we'll do in third or fourth grade, sorry, is an expository text. Essay.
No time.
Let's see. No, two things. Hold on, let me help this parent out real fast. So you got habit, habits, inhabit, habit, inhabit, and then what's something an animal, what is the place an animal lives in called? They're what?
Habitat.
Yes. Habitat. Habitat. Sorry, Mariah, no wonder you're late, right? You said you were late earlier? I just saw your message. My bad.
I think I know it. I might get it wrong too.
That wasn't earlier. That was a few days, like last week.
One today. What do you think it is, Adrian? Let me find
I
mine.
think it's habitat. I'm not too sure. I might get it wrong.
Nope, not one. Positive habitat is exercising. What did we talk about earlier? Having good what? Or Mariah had a bad what?
Habit.
Yeah. Habit. 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 Good job.
Wait, both of them aren't spelled the same way.
Habitat and habit?
Oh yeah, I got confused. Sorry.
And let's see. Oh, I'm hungry all again. Okay, we got severe. And related word to severely, like some of y'all were using earlier. Mariah said she was severely ill. She was really sick. Severity. And then we got another one. This one's not severe. Severest. Hurricane Harvey was the severest hurricane we've had in 20 years or something. I don't know.
Okay, there you go.
The Hurricane Harvey.
No.
Severest.
Okay, here we go, kids.
I think I know what it is.
Hold on. The blank of the storm was so great that people were encouraged to stay home. Severely, severity, or severest?
Severity, I think.
Which one? This one?
Severity, yeah.
Severity, yes. Good job, Adrian.
3 points for Adrian.
Mr. Hernandez, I'm finished.
Okay, we're about to be done. Severity. Good job, Adrian.
Can I wait?
Yes, we're almost done too. I think we're just filling in that last.
Okay. Can I wait for you?
Yes. We're gonna go back and talk about what we want to talk about next.
Can I continue doing this
Can we
thing of
close our
the
book?
books I've read?
We're gonna keep using our books. I can tell you, we're gonna do a lot of flipping
Wait.
going from over here to back up here again. So you're gonna have to be on your toes. Nothing's close by.
Later, can we read on rapid identity, or we can read with the books we have?
I told y'all I don't know how much of that time we'll actually have now that we're using this book. I hope
Reading?
now that we're using this book, we're into our reading, and I don't know how much rapid identity time we'll have, if any at all. I would love to give you some every day, but Usually on Mondays, when we're learning our new concepts and skills for the week out of reading and math, there's not a lot of extra free time. So, back up to, I will try my best. Back to page 14. Here, I'm going to play it for y'all. Just have your books open to page 14. I will try to give y'all time, but no guarantees that every single day you're going to have time for my rapid identity or math or any of that.
Wait, we can go on Mayan?
No. I said not that we'll have a lot of time to do that. Audrina, you may go quickly because once we get into this reading, we don't have that much time. There's a lot.
No, I don't need to go.
Oh, you just wanted to leave class. Shame on you. Okay. Text. Extraordinary Iceland. Oh, is this not gonna work now? Come on. What's wrong with that? That would be our luck for it not to work. Oh, there it is. Networks. One. This one. Can everybody see my screen? Yes? Mariah, can you see the screen? Nod your head if you can see the screen. Okay, good.
I can see it.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Discover extraordinary Iceland. People live here. Iceland is very far north. In summer, daylight lasts roughly 20 hours. In winter, there can be fewer than 4 hours of daylight. How would this affect you if you lived here?
So, let's think about it. Right now, we're still kind of in summer, right? We're still
Candace,
yes.
they have lagoons there or something like that where like the water, like they have water thing. Yeah, like that.
Okay, we'll be there in a second. So let's see. So think about how having 20 hours of summer would affect your life. What is one maybe good thing about having 20 hours of summer? Somebody share with me, maybe.
20 hours of summer, I'd not like that
Why would you not like that, Jacob?
because it'll be too hot.
So he's thinking negatively. It might, like, if realistically here in Texas, we had 20 hours of summer. So think.
That's almost a day.
Yeah, it's almost a full day. To give you like I guess a time span of that. Think of waking up at 8 o'clock in the morning and it's sunny, and then you don't go to bed until.
So we only get 4 hours of winter.
Wait, hold on. And think about waking up at 8 o'clock. You go to bed at
9
o'clock in the morning, and it's just now getting dark between that time. So almost a whole day from 8 a.m. to 4 a.m. the next day. That would be your sun.
Well, really on weekends I get up at 8.
So Jacob said it would be hot here in Texas, and I agree. It would probably be super hot. It would be,
4 hours of winter will not be that cold.
let's think about
Yes, you were.
4 hours of winter is 1 day.
So yeah, so it might be where you might not be able to sleep because the sun's out and it's too bright, right? Unless you have some of those dark curtains that darken your room.
Well, 4 hours of winter wouldn't be so cold.
So 4 hours of winter wouldn't be so cold. What else? Maybe you'd rather it be colder longer.
Or in winter, really it's not cold, and it's 1 day of winter.
Let's see.
Astya caldera. Some volcanoes collapse after they erupt, forming a large depression called a caldera. Astya caldera is very rocky and is covered in black volcanic sand. A large lake and hot springs form part of the landscape. Not much grows here, making it hard for humans and animals to live here.
So I think you're thinking of a hot spring, right, Mariah, maybe? Because I know they have some like in Colorado that you can go into and it's super cold outside, but you can go in the hot spring and it's like nice and warm. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like something, I've seen it on like a video, like they went to Iceland or something like that, and there was like lagoons or something.
What did Randy say?
I forgot what I was saying.
Look on chat.
Why do kids keep sending random things?
I don't know. I forgot. I lost my train of thought. We'll keep going here.
The perfect landscape. In 1965 and 1967, astronauts were preparing to go to the moon. Iceland was the perfect place for them to train because it also has a harsh landscape. It's a young volcanic country. The rocks are not exceptionally old compared to other places on Earth. The astronauts visited the Askja caldera and the Reykjanes Peninsula to learn more about what it might be like on the moon. Reykjanes Peninsula. This area is home to what local people refer to as lava fields. These form after a volcanic eruption when a lava flow cools and hardens. There are also mud pools here. Scalding hot mud bubbles up through cracks in the earth.
So lava's coming up. I'll leave the chat alone. He's sending me a message saying his thing's not working, is what I told y'all to do, Jacob. So leave him alone. That's why he's sending messages. Back to what we were doing. Back to what we were doing.
Well, he sends a lot of question marks. He sends random things.
He was
Like he says,
he was talking to
he
me.
sent 3 slashes,
Okay,
a lot of question marks.
That was earlier. We shouldn't even be messing with the chat unless you're typing in a question or something. Page 15. Because it's like you having a side conversation. Remember, it's what I said one of the first days. When you're messing with the chat, it's like having a side conversation in the back of the room. Oh, please don't freeze up. Okay. So sometimes, let me see. How can visiting new places expand our understanding? Expand our understanding of our place in the world. Sometimes we want to learn more about a topic so that we can generate questions for informal inquiry. Ask yourself if your question makes sense. If not, clarify them. So turn and talk. How is Iceland different from where you live? Engage in a one-on-one discussion with your partner. Listen actively so that you can respond to and build on your partner's comments. Ooh, so how is Iceland different from where you live? Okay, I'm gonna put some of y'all in a breakout room for about 3 or 4 minutes, and you're gonna answer this question with each other, okay? Oh,
Okay.
let me see. Is it okay? Probably like, let me see, 15 participants into 3 rooms. Nope, we'll put, there's how many of y'all? 15. Create breakout rooms automatically. Go.
There's 16.
Okay. It's putting y'all in breakout rooms. I want this question answered, and we're gonna be in there for 3 minutes. Got it?
Okay. Wait, how many partners do we have?
You'll be with like 3 or 4 people, maybe 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Create rooms, go.
Do I press join?
Yes, press join the breakout room. You see it pop up. I'm gonna check in. Make sure you have your question answered because I'm going to ask. Oh. Join the breakout room. Sierra, you join the breakout room. Randy, I think I need to give you.
Something's. Okay, explaining the story.
But is it is it telling a story or is it explaining how? So when you're thinking of a narrative, you're thinking of something that tells a story about somebody or something and it has feelings in it. And then expository is telling you how something is done normally. So what type of story is that? Is it explaining how something's done or is it telling us a story about somebody and something?
Somebody and something.
So then what type of story would that be?
Narrative.
Narrative, yeah.
Right.
Story is more, yeah, you were right the first time. Expository is going to tell you how to do something. It informs you. It's going to give you a lot of information. This one was just telling us like kind of a personal story about the little guy and trying to take a crazy picture that he couldn't do, right?
Can I ask a question?
Yes. All right.
But then he cracked a smile.
And then he cracked a smile, which he was trying not to do. Tomorrow, we might have to play that again to write fill in our paper, but I just wanted to play this story. Let's move on to social studies. Thinking if I want to give y'all 15 minutes of my on.
Please.
Okay, I will give y'all 15 minutes of my on then instead, and we can catch
Okay.
studies tomorrow. So 15 minutes.
Hey, everybody.
Be back here at 2:45. Well, I guess,
Everybody mute yourselves.
yeah, mute yourselves. You have 15 minutes.
leave the meeting or no?
No, you're just getting on my on.
Okay.
So I'll give you till 2:45. So you have 19 minutes to get on my on. I'll set a timer on here and it's gonna go off. I'll give y'all my on time because y'all have been asking for it. I'll set a timer. Find a book.
Can we leave?
No, you cannot leave the meeting. You're just getting on my on. Well, I guess if you really wanted to, you could, but you need to come back.
I'll just stop my video.
Yeah, you can stop your video. That's fine with me. So you have what? 18 minutes, I guess now.
You can leave the meeting if you want to.
You're gonna have to come back. You can. I would suggest just stopping your video.
Okay, but what time? What time?
At 2:45, you need to be back here.
Okay.
15 minutes. That's right. I set a timer. Come back. This is a pain in the butt.
I'm
Okay. Hopefully this works.
Are we gonna do Nearpod?
No.
Are we gonna do Nearpod?
No, we're not gonna do it.
No, we're not gonna get any Nearpods.
I'm just adding this one for. Hopefully we can get to it tomorrow. All right. So.
My God. Oh my God.
That was just for your ghost.
Oh my God.
Back. So hopefully tomorrow.
What?
Hopefully tomorrow everything works better than it did today, and we can get on Canvas.
We have to go now?
Oh, I'm not done speaking yet. So hopefully, like I was saying, everything works tomorrow and we're fine. But it worked for us anyways, so y'all didn't have any problems. Everything we're almost.
This was kind of the best day.
So make sure you're here tomorrow on time,
Yes, ma'am.
and you have your math binder ready to go in the morning. That's first thing we're gonna start on again is math. Maybe we'll jump on the Nearpod we didn't get to today. We'll see if it's working. So, either way, have your math stuff ready to go in the morning. Got it?
Got it.
Yeah.
Bye.
See y'all
I'm
tomorrow.
gonna go play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Are we leaving?
AJ, I play Super Smash